Okay. All. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is my voice audible to all? Is my voice audible to everybody? Is my voice audible to everybody? Is my voice audible to everybody? I'm not getting any response from your side. Okay. What about others? Prabha, Kelvin, Satish, Kazi. Kazi says yes. Ranjit. Ranjit, can you hear me? Prabha, can you hear me? Kelvin, Satish, can you hear me? Okay. Very few students in the class. Why students are less? Because of Holi? Festival Holi, students are less, so what is the reason? Weekend. Okay. Only that is the reason, or any else reason? I think you people are bored of me. Every day Kaushik sir will come and take up the class and all those things. Is it so? In India it's a festive season, Holi here. A festival of colors. So I think most of you people will be aware about this festival Holi. Do anybody know why we celebrate Holi? Anybody? Okay. So I'm just uploading the video, that's why I just asked you to wait. Just a second. Yes, happy Holi to everybody too. I'm just trying to find out one good video for you. Okay. Yes, good evening, Ashok. Okay, now let's start. Yes. So today's class is on project. It's a very important topic for today. Ashok, it's Senthil, but I read whatever is written. I mean, I only see Ashok Kumar as your name. So that's why I call you Ashok Kumar. So our today's topic is quantitative techniques for managerial applications, and the topic which we are seeing in today's class is project scheduling, developing a project network, estimation of time, project network analysis, and some of the models which will help in scheduling the project. That is CPM model, PERT model, and Gantt chart. Gantt chart is one of the very most commonly used models nowadays in project management. So why these models are required? As you say, when we talk of project scheduling, means we are working on the how to get the project completed successfully. What are the factors that are required which directly or indirectly influences a project? All those things are a part of the project scheduling. That means we have to plan a project. We have to break the project into small schedules, which we call it as a work breakdown structure. We will be seeing this term work breakdown structure in some of the further slides to come. So this is when we talk of a project scheduling, means we are allocating a Prabha, it is a general term. Project means it can be any project. It can be related to IT, it can be related to non-IT, it can be related to ERP, any project I am talking. So when we talk of project scheduling, it is talking of any project. Yes. Now suppose if I just give you an example of that. I am taking your class on management subjects. So this is a project for me. A project is that I have been given a syllabus of the subjects, list of subjects, then what are in those particular subjects, what are the topics has to be covered, whether it's a BBA class or an MBA class. So this is a project. Now I scheduled a time with you that we will be meeting on Monday, Thursday and Friday as per Indian Standard Time. It's 7:30 on Monday, Thursday I think it's 7:30, and on Friday it's 8:30 PM in the evening as per Indian Standard Time. So this is a scheduling. This is a project for me, and I am scheduling the project. I am breaking. Now what is the work breakdown structure? Work breakdown structure is I have been allocated a project. I am TS students. This is a project for me. Now I further break it into different aspects. Say here I will take up HR subjects. Here I will take up marketing subjects. Here I will take up finance subjects. Here I will take up IT subjects. So further in this topic we go more into IT, say IT management, or we can say apart from IT management you have database management, then MIS, then ERP, then supply chain, and so on. Similarly, when we talk of HR, we talk of resource planning. Then we talk of training. Then we talk of policy, training, etc. So similarly in marketing, finance, that means this is a project for me is IIMTS. And IIMTS there are different subjects. At different subjects we have different topics. Similarly we have something for marketing also, we have something for finance also. Now I have been given a timeline that say in 1 year time period IIMTS will pay me this much amount of money and I have to complete these topics within the time period. So money is when we talk in terms of project, money is allocated budget. Number one, time is the allocated time period for the completion of project. And the project title is MBA and BBA. So this is how, I mean, I've just given you an example because this will be easier for you people to understand. So this is a project. So how now it is the call of the project manager. Like right now, if I am taking up the classes with you people, so I am the project manager who is leading from the front, and you people are my project team members. Got my point? So this is how it is the responsibility of the project manager to lead from the front. So project manager is the one who interacts with the top management. That means IIMTS is a stakeholder for me. He is the administration. I am the project manager who reports to the administration. So I am a project manager is the mediator between the team members and the senior management. So this is the role of the project manager. Now project manager has been given they have been given the requirements from the top management, then they have been provided the time and they have been provided the budget. So within that time period and within that budget, it is the responsibility of the project manager to get the job completed on time. For that, he has to devise different strategies. He has to arrange different team meetings with the team members, and he has to continuously keep on monitoring the project, and from time to time he has to keep on updating the senior members of the stakeholders about the progress of the project. So that is the responsibility of the project manager. And also it's the responsibility of the project manager that he should take care of every individual who is working under him. That means all his responsibility is to get the job done from the team members, number one. And number two, he has to also get all the team members engaged together. And also keep on monitoring that whatever roles and responsibilities that has been assigned to the team members, whether they are pursuing their roles and responsibilities to get honestly or not. So these are the challenges of the project manager. So project manager is someone who is the whole sole responsibility for the project. If project gets success, it is the project manager and his team who gets rewards and appraisals from the senior management. If project gets fails, it is the project manager who has to hear the harsh words from the top managers. So project manager is a very challenging profile because it is the person, or it is the captain of the ship. So if anything goes wrong on the ship, it is the responsibility of the captain. So, and if everything goes fine, all credit goes to the captain and his team. Got it? Clear to everybody? Prabha says yes. What about others? Any doubts, any questions? Any clarifications? Nobody is writing. I am not getting any response from your side. Just write on the chat box. You people are very slow in writing. Okay. Okay. Now let's start. So let us see, there are some of the examples of the project. So right now I have given you one example, that IMTS classes which we are taking. I am a project head for this. Now again, it can be related to a construction company. Construction company means that building construction, or it can refer to some research project. Then what are the management of projects? Before starting the project, you need to do planning, you need to do scheduling, you need to do controlling. What is planning? Planning means setting of goal, defining the project, team organization. Scheduling is relates people, money and supplies to specific activities and activities to each other. Third is controlling, monitors resources, cost, quality and budgets, revises plans and shifts resources to meet time and cost demands. And what are the project managements and activities in planning? You have a certain objectives. Then you need to plan for resources. Then third, you need to plan for work breakdown schedule. That means dividing a work into list of small works. Then organization. You are also responsible for organizing everything. Second comes scheduling. That means you have to fix a time frame, that you need to decide the project activities, you need to schedule a project activities, when particular activity will happen in which particular time, who is going to be responsible for this particular activity. Then you have to decide a start time and the end time. And you also have to network together. That means you have to club things together. Because when you talk of a project, every activity is related or interdependent on another activity. So you have to also be responsible for that when you talk of scheduling. Clear to all? Everybody? Okay. Then comes controlling. Controlling means monitoring, comparing, revision and action. So these are the three very major important activities of project. That means planning, scheduling and controlling. If I give an example of, again, that I am the project manager who are taking your classes. So what is my objective? My objective is to teach you people management. That is my objective. What is my resource? My resource is the study materials. The Viz IQ is my resource. Or the work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure is I take up HR class, I take up IT class, I take up operations class, I take up marketing class, I take up finance class. Then I prepare a Excel sheet that on this particular day I'll be taking up this class for 1 hour. Then on this particular day I'll be taking up this class for 1 hour. So this is a work breakdown structure. That means I have break down the work into on different days. Then organization. When I talk of you people and me together, it is an organization. So that means we are a part of an organization. That means in planning, I am deciding my objective is to teach MBA and BBA using the resources by breaking down the works into a particular time period for an organization. Then what are the project activities? My activities is I share the presentations with you, I share PDF files with you, I share videos with you, I share case studies with you. I share quizzes with you. Those are the project activities. Start time and end time, I have that. I have to decide that from 7:30 Indian Standard Time to 8:30 Indian Standard Time, our project activity is scheduled. What is our project in this? The project activities are sharing presentation, quizzes, case studies. These are the activities which is scheduled between the start time and the end time. And what is network? Network is we are all interrelated or dependent on each other. That I am dependent on you people and you people are dependent on me. So this is called as a network. Then controlling. What is controlling? Sometimes some outsiders may log in into the class as an attendee. So that particular guy is from IIMTS. So they at times come in between so as to monitor or see from outside that whether the class is going on all right or not. So that is the controlling. So who is the controlling authority? Controlling authority is the administrative person or the person who has invested money into the project. So here, who is the controlling person? IIMTS is the controlling person. So they can monitor, they can revise, they can take action, or then they can compare. So because they are having the administrative rights for that. So three things are happening: planning, scheduling, and controlling. Clear to all? Any doubts? Any questions? Sandeep says no. What about others? Nothing. Senthil says nothing. Prabha says clear. Okay. So when we talk of project, remember one thing: when we talk of project can be anything. It can be related to IT, it can be related to HR, it can be related to civil, it can be related to mechanical, it can be related to electrical, anything which has certain timeline, budget, resources working together for the achievement of common objective. Yes, that's right, Prabha. Goal to accomplish. That I have written. That it can be any project. It is not confined to IT, HR. It can be any department, and it has certain timeline. Within that timeline, you have to complete that project. You have certain budget. You have number of resources, and all of them are working together for the common objective. Now, this is how we plan the project. Before project, we have to decide the time period, the cost, and set the performance for the goals. And we have to also define the project. Then once at the start of the project timeline, once the project is started, you have to define the project and develop work breakdown structure. That means divide the project into small sub-projects or small phases. Then during project, you have to identify team resources. You have to identify team and resources. That means if your project requires 3 engineers, 2 testers who can test the project, 2 business analysts, 1 project manager. So what you do is, being a project manager, you pass on all the requirements to the HR department that we have these and these kind of requirements. So kindly give us the green signal so that we can conduct interviews or we can go for a campus selection and hire the fresh students as well as the working professionals or experienced people for our project. So after that we can conduct interviews and we hire the resources, and give the salary and get the job done from those people. So that is all the responsibility of the project manager. Then comes Planning the project we have seen. Then scheduling the project. Now scheduling the project is, first part is the activities. That means the project is divided into small activities and how activities are dependent on each other. So first we have to do this activity, then we have to go to this activity. Now this activity and this activity is dependent on this activity. So this is how we define the sequence activities. Like we have to first give the introduction, then we can talk of summary, and then we talk of conclusion. So similarly here also the activities are defined. Then these are the scheduled deliverables. Now this will help you in keeping a track of the project completion. Now suppose this shows that 20% of your project is complete, and this shows that 45% of your project is complete. This shows that 75% of your particular project is complete, because when you talk of an organization as a whole, in organization there is no one project going on. There are 12 projects, 20 projects, 30 projects are going on. So there are a lot of project management tools available in the market who are there to monitor the progress of the project, that how much the project has completed. One of the tools I know is Jira. Jira is one of the tools. If you can go on Google and search for this tool, you will come to know that this particular tool is there to when we talk of assigning people means suppose there are 3 projects going on, and Adam, Smith and Jones. These are the 3 people who are handling 3 different projects. Now these 3 different people, Adam is responsible for one project, Smith is responsible for another project, and Jones is responsible for another project. So these are this whole diagram will present a picture against the head of the department, who wants to know that what is the current status of the project, every project which is going on within the department. So this picture shows the top management or the IT head or the person to whom the project manager is reporting. So this picture will give him the status that okay, these are the activities which are planned, these are the deliverables, these are the persons responsible for the project, and the resources are there, and this is there for monitoring that how much days have been passed for the project and how much days are left. So this will give you a overall picture of a project. Jira is nothing but Jira is a project management tool. Now all these things which are shown here, so there are tools are there, automatic tools are there. You just need to install those particular software tools, and then you can able to monitor all this project details. Clear to all? Any doubts, anybody? Then comes controlling the project. Controlling the project is, that means see somebody is there who is seeing through microscope. That means he is monitoring the resources, cost and quality. Now these people are from, basically we can say that's why in most of the companies you have a quality check department or you have a testing department or you have an audit department. Now, what are the role of these departments is, these quality check department or testing department or audit department, these people are there to evaluate from outside that, okay, that you have hired these and this kind of resources, this is the cost has been allocated, and this is the quality you are delivering for the project. So these people are there to tell the stakeholders. Now these people are there to tell the stakeholders that, okay, because stakeholders are concerned that they are investing so much money into the project, so are the quality of the product which is being developed to that project is feasible or not. So how they can monitor, because they are not technically sound people, stakeholders, they are only there to invest the money, that's all. So they keep a quality check team, or they keep a quality check department whose job is to monitor the quality of the product. Now there are a lot of, again, tools are there to monitor the quality, or lot of third party companies are there through which certification we can say that, okay, the product is, because there are a lot of quality check parameters. Like in IT, you have ISO 27001 certification. If any company is having this ISO 27001 certification, that means the quality of their systems, hardware, software, servers, everything is okay and as per the IT standards. As per the IT standards. Similarly, there are other certifications, other quality check parameters are also ISO 9001 and many more. Similarly, if we have, when we talk of finance department, in finance department you have audit, you have lot of financial audit, you have an audit team is there, whose responsibility is to check the balance sheet or to check the account book. So these people are there to ensure that the quality and resources and costs must be okay. That is the controlling part. Clear to all? Okay, so you have seen three things. One is planning the project, second is scheduling the project, and third is controlling the project. See, project management is not a very big term. I have just given you a very simple example of this class. So if you understand in that perspective that I am your project leader, or I am your project head. Now I am planning the project. As I told you that I plan the project because then I schedule the project. That means I decide the timelines. What is the subject I am going to teach in which class, within which time period. Then I will decide the work breakdown structure. The time is being decided, the cost is being decided, that for this particular class the company is paying this much amount of money to me. The resources are the VisIQ portal resources there, then the PPTs which I shared, those are the resources. And everything I, you and IIMTS, these forms an organization. For controlling the project or monitoring the project, somebody from outside may log into the class from time to time, just to monitor the quality of the class. Or you people can also do a quality check that if I am not taking up the class seriously, or if I am not able to make you understand, what you people do is, you people will complain to the IIMTS that Kaushik sir is not taking up the class properly. So that means you can also do a quality check by ensuring to the senior management that we are not getting the good tutoring from Kaushik sir. So this is one of the quality check. Okay, so this is what is project management is. Nothing anything superficial or very complicated thing. Just understand this in respect to a real life scenario. Okay? Now comes when we plan the project, there comes the time cost estimates, budgets, engineering diagrams, cash flow charts, and material availability details. When we schedule the project, for scheduling, we take the help of CPM, PERT, Gantt chart, milestone charts, and cash flow schedules. When we are controlling the project, we take care of budgets, delayed activities reports, and slack activities report. So why these terms are required? Now these are the tools which, suppose if the project is very big, suppose if in IIMTS they have say 5,000 tutors and there are 10,000 students all over the world. So how they can keep the track of every student, every teacher? It's very challenging for them. So they need to have certain tools which will generate the report that, okay, in 1 month Kaushik has taken this much amount of classes and this much amount of students are there in the class. So at times you have to have the reports in front of you so as to take the decisions. Now these tools are there which will generate the report directly for you. That means you do not have to do manual entry in Excel file one by one. So these tools are there to help you or facilitate you. Like VizIQ portal is there. Now suppose if there is no VizIQ portal, how can I take up the classes with you? In VizIQ they have given different facilities. I can upload the PDF file, Excel file, Word file. I can upload the videos. Then I can draw I can use eraser, I can use text box. I can use different geometric symbols. I can write text on that. I can write colorful text on that. I can share smileys. I can fill in the color. So now all these facilities are there with the VizIQ. If these facilities are not there, it would have been very difficult for me to take up the classes. So like VizIQ is a tool and it has all those features enabled. Similarly, these Gantt chart, milestone charts and CPM PERT, these are the tools which will help the project or which will help in displaying the progress of the project. Clear to all? So these are all the small parts of a big project. Okay, now moving ahead. Now then comes the project planning. Project planning is, first is establishing objectives, then defining project, then creating work breakdown structure, then determining resources, and then forming organization. Then project organization, often temporary structure, uses specialists from entire company, headed by project manager, coordinates activities, monitors schedule and costs, permanent structure called matrix organization. Then a sample project organization, a president is heading from the top. Then you have different departments, HR, marketing, finance, design, quality management, production. Then you have a project manager. Under project manager you have mechanical engineer, test engineer, technician. Then you have a project 2 for which you have a different project manager, under which there is electrical engineer, computer engineer and technician. That means as I have said that there can be more than one project in an organization. Now project organizations works best when work can be defined with a specific goal and deadline. The job is unique or somewhat unfamiliar to the existing organization. Third, the work contains complex, irrelated tasks required specialized skills. Fourth, the project is temporary but critical to the organization. Fifth, the project cuts across organizational lines. So these are all the factors which are responsible for the project to be working best within the organization if these parameters are fulfilled. Work can be defined with a specific role and type deadline. The job is unique or somewhat unfamiliar to the existing organization. The work contains complex interrelated tasks requiring specialized skills. The project is temporary but critical to the organization. The project cuts across organizational lines. Now these are the matrix organizations. That means you have 4 departments: marketing, operations, engineering and finance. Now in project 1, only one guy is responsible. In operation, one guy is responsible. In engineering, you require 2 people and 1 finance. In project 2, you require 2 marketing people, 1 operation, 1 engineering and 1 finance. In project 3, you have 1 marketing, 2 operations, 1 engineering and 1 finance. In project 4, you have 1 marketing, 2 operations, 2 engineering and 1 finance. So that means it depends on project to project. It totally depends on project to project, that how much marketing, operations, IT, engineering, finance guy you required for that particular project. Then what is the role of the project manager? It's highly visible, responsible for making sure that all necessary activities are finished in order and on time, number 1. Number 2, the project comes in within budget. Number 3, the project meets quality goals. Number 4, the people assigned to the project receive motivation, direction and information. So this is the role of the project manager. Then project manager should be good coaches, good communicators, able to organize activities from variety of disciplines. Then what are the ethical issues related to the project? Bid rigging, divulging confidential information to give some bidders an unfair advantage. Lowballing, contractors try to buy the project by bidding low and hope to renegotiate or cut corners. Then bribery, particularly on international projects. Expense account padding, use of substandard materials, compromising health and safety standards, withholding needed information, failure to admit project failures at close. So these are the ethical issues which must be taken care of. Right? Somebody will try to they want to gather some information from you. So for that, what they will do, they will try to influence you that, okay, I'll give you some money, you can just leak me the information. So this is a bid rigging or this is a bribery. Then the materials which you are using the project is not the standard materials. Then you are compromising the health of the employees and the safety standards. That means you are not providing the good health culture or good safety standards mechanisms within the organization. And suppose if the project fails, then a project manager must come in front and admit that, okay, it's my responsibility that project has failed. So these are some of the ethical issues related to the project. Okay, so I think we can just stop here 1 minute for a break here and then probably we can start again. Okay. Okay, so are you all there in the class? Shall we start? Okay, so I think class does not seem boring. Is everybody enjoying the class? It's a little bit interesting topic, this project management. Okay, so work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure, as I told you, that you have to break the work into small works. Like in level 1 project, level 2 major tasks in the project, level 3 sub-tasks in the major task, level 4 activities or work packages to be completed. Like they have taken one example that there is a level 1. In level 1 you have a level ID number. What is the activity? You have to develop launch Windows Vista operating system. Then at level 2 you have level ID 1.1 in which you have to develop a graphical user interface. Then at level 2 you have a level ID number 1.2 in which you have to ensure compatibility with earlier versions. Similarly, they have different activities at different levels. That means what they have done is they have bifurcated, or rather they have divided the activity into small sub activities. Now project scheduling. Identifying precedence relationships, sequencing activities, determining activity time and costs, estimating materials and work requirements, determining critical activities. So these are all part of project scheduling. That means you need to identify the preceding relationships. Then you need to sequence activities. That means which activity you should do first, which second, which third, and so on. Then what are the costs and time related to that particular activity. Okay. Yes, now it's okay. I think the connection has got lost in between. Now it's okay, everybody. I think now it is okay. Okay. So I'm discussing the purpose of project scheduling. So you need to show the relationship of each activity to others and to the whole project. Then you need to identify the precedence relationships among activities. Then you need to encourage the setting of realistic time and cost estimate for each activity. Then fourth, it helps make better use of people, money and material resources by identifying critical bottlenecks. So this is the purpose of project scheduling. Very quickly I'll give you one example for that. Now you have one person, you have another person, you have another person. This is A, this is B, this is C. Now they are requiring, suppose A requires 2 computers. A requires 2 computers. B requires or suppose A is one project manager who is having two team members. B is someone who is having 3 team members. Similarly, C is having say only 1 team member. Now suppose this is a specialized IT professional. Now suppose this team member is a testing guy or tester rather. Okay, then here A is a project manager. Similarly, here B also is a project manager. Similarly, C here is also a project manager. Then suppose this is a finance guy. Then this is a operation guy in a project, and this is a IT guy. Suppose this is a marketing guy. So there is a project here. In this particular project, A is the project manager and he is having a 2 team members. Suppose this team member's name is, you can give him one name A1. You can give him name A2. Then here you can give him name B1. Here you can give him name, say B2. Here you can give him name B3. Here you can give him name C1. Then for this tester, company is paying say rupees. Rupees is the currency. Rupees is the Indian currency. Say rupee X company is paying to him. The company is paying him rupee Y. The company is paying him, this fellow is say rupees X.1. I'm just giving an example. Say for the operations, company is paying him rupees 4.1. Say for this company is paying him rupees 2.8. Say for this company is paying him rupees 9. So what does this look? Now this is, you can say, this is one company as a whole. In this company there are 3 different project managers. One project manager is having team of 2 people. Second project manager is having team of 3 people. Third project manager is having team of 1 people. In first project they have 2 skills people. One is having the IT skills, another is a good tester. Second is having 3 skills, one from finance, operation and IT. Third is having a skill set of marketing. For this the company is paying them X rupees. For this company is paying Y rupees, which is for this B company is paying him X.1 rupees, 4.1 rupees, 2.8 rupees and 9.9 rupees. So this is how we have a project manager, we have a team members, we have a skills and we have a cost. So costing, skills and project. You understand, everybody? So this is a nothing but a work breakdown structure. This is a work breakdown structure. Now coming back to the slide. So why this is done? Scheduling is done just so as to give you the clear picture of the project. So ensure that scheduling techniques ensure that all activities are planned for, their order of performance is accounted for, the activity time estimates are recorded, and the overall project time is developed. Through all these activities, you will be able to find out the tentative time period for which is required for the completion of the project. That approximately how much time is, you cannot able to calculate the exact time, but through all these exercises you will be able to find out that how much time is required for the project to get successfully completed. So for all those things, for finding out the time period, for finding out the costing, for finding out the resources, all these exercises are done. Now then comes the project management techniques. As we have discussed in the starting, that there are three techniques. One is the Gantt chart, second is the critical path method, third is the program evaluation and review technique. These are the three project management techniques. Okay, I will tell you one thing, that again in this particular thing will going to take around 20 minutes or half an hour more. So since we have already 1 hour passed, so are you people ready to, should I continue this, or you want that I should continue in the next class? Just tell me, everybody. Shall I continue, or you want me to continue in the next class? Because it will take around half an hour more. Okay. Okay. If you have one more class scheduled, then I think it's an interesting topic and it will require more time. So that now you people have to do one thing. Okay, not an issue. You people have to do one thing. You people have to just remind me that we are doing this particular topic when we meet in the next class. That means you people have to remind me, otherwise I'll forget this and I'll move on. So you people have to remind this, that sir, we are doing project management techniques and we have to look after this thing. So you people have to remind me. Okay. Okay. Thank you all for your time. Just do give your feedbacks after the class and have a wonderful Holi to everybody. So Holi is a festival of togetherness, bringing all negative and positive forces together. That's why we celebrate Holi. It's a victory of good over evil. So it's through this we celebrate the feeling of brotherhood. That's why we celebrate Holi. Okay. Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.